Big as Simply Nuts peanut butter. It's made with 100% Aussie peanuts and a pinch of sea salt.
Bad and bougie is a lifestyle. It consists of Starbucks coffee every morning, tanning, get my eyelashes done, eyebrows, make sure I'm put together, I'm on point. This is what it takes to be bad and bougie. I will do anything to keep up the lifestyle that I have. I will steal from my family and friends. I'm addicted to stealing to live the bad and bougie lifestyle. My mom, she's clothed me since I was a baby, so I kind of still expect that at 26. I do go shopping on my own, but like I said, if I could spend my mom's money before my money, then I will. In the past 3 years, I've probably stolen about $20,000 to $25,000 from my mom. I've stolen between $3,000 to $5,000 from my sister. When I steal, I get a rush. This one time, I stole from my friend. She was at work at the time, and she would leave her cash at home. She would literally have like 3 or 4 grand on her. I just grabbed the cash out of the purse. If I can take somebody else's money to build myself up, then I'm going to. I have to have the money to make myself look good, appearance-wise. What I like to post is twerking videos. For a guy, I know I am a good twerker. I got a little bit of an ass, so it's like, let me show what God gave me.
Let's go!
My first twerk video, I decided to buy Facebook views for it, and that got 33,000 views. I like twerking, that's how I want to get recognized, that's what I want to be known for, is my butt. Some people that I would say influenced me, definitely Nicki Minaj, Kim Kardashian, Black China. Black China has that perfect body, a cinched waist, fat ass. I would like to get some work done, definitely some Botox in my face. Lip fillers, I do want to get Brazilian butt lift. It's important to me to flex on Instagram or like be bad and bougie because that's the lifestyle I want. If I'm good, then everything else.
Well, I guess Alex is going to join us now, so come on out.
What's poppin'?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Well,
What's poppin', Dr. Phil?
I'm okay.
Just okay? You know what'll change that?
Tell me.
Tell you? Might make it a little better.
Didn't help. I've got, what do you call it? A real job.
A real job?
Yeah.
That's okay, I got a real job too.
And what would that be?
I'm a line cook.
Line
It's
cook?
not that bad and bougie, but I mean, you know, I steal from my family, so.
Yeah. So tell me about that. You wrote in.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And why did you write in? What's your goal here?
Goal here, definitely make amends, but I mean, get my family off my back. Have them continue to give me money, just continue to live that bad and bougie lifestyle.
Okay. And when you say that lifestyle, you're actually a thief. You're a shoplifter, a stealer. You steal from your family. And you say that you've stolen between $20,000 and $25,000 from your mother, $3 grand from your sister?
Approximately,
And
yeah.
you're aware she says that she's had to move because you stole so much money that she could no longer sustain her living situation, right?
She has money she can rely on. She's not gonna end up homeless.
Well, no, actually,
Wow.
that's the trajectory she's on. She's going to be without a place to live.
That's her problem, not my problem. She decided to have a kid. She should continue to take care of me whenever I ask or whenever I need it.
Okay, but you're not a kid anymore.
I know. But she's still my mother.
You're a grown man.
When she does give me money, it's like, okay, what are you gonna bitch about giving me money for, but then still continue to give it to me?
Okay, so the fact that you're doing what you're doing is her fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's be sure we understand this.
I'm
So
hearing
that
him
means
very loud and clearly.
you control the faucet here.
And
He's-
the faucet is about to get turned totally off, so there is nothing coming out.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So it's okay.
My 6-year-old granddaughter loved to play games on my cell phone. One day, my phone was missing. My granddaughter would not give me my phone back, and Janine would not tell her to give me my phone.
Liz told my 6-year-old that she was going to call the police and have her arrested.
I went to the neighbor's house and asked them to call the police. The neighbor called 911.
When the police officer realized that nothing was going on, he said, "Had a nice day," and left. At this point, my children have all told me that they don't want to have a relationship with their grandmother, and knowing how my mother acts and how dramatic she is, I don't blame them.
You called the police on a 6-year-old because he wouldn't give you your phone back?
I didn't call the police on a 6-year-old because she wouldn't give me my phone back. I called the police because my daughter refused to have her daughter return my phone. She knew exactly where it was.
I didn't know where it was. I had asked her several times, give Alma her phone so that she'll leave the room and you can just stay in here with me. And you scared her, you terrified her.
In fact, to this day, every time she sees a police officer, she cowers a little bit. She thinks that they're there for her.
She literally told me she does not want to see you because you called the police on her.
You called the cops on a 6-year-old?
I didn't call.
Yes, you did. Yes. Now, don't play semantics with me. You called the cops on a 6-year-old.
I wanted my phone, Dr. Phil. She had looked on my phone. She had read through all my text messages. I felt very violated.
After you gave the phone to the kids
and you thought that was a police matter.
I told them it's not an emergency.
But you called 911, which is an emergency number.
I really don't want to argue with you about it. It's just...
Well, I wouldn't either if I were you.
I don't want to argue about it.
I mean, come on. I mean, I'm just talking about common sense here. If you guys are living in a place that is really a bad mess...
Well, let me ask you this, Dr. Phil. If she thought it was so deplorable, why'd she even move in? And then why did she complain when we asked her to leave?
Well, let me ask you this question. Why is the house in such bad array to begin with?
It's not. It was in a mess because I was not feeling good at the time. But under normal circumstances, it's not.
Come on, don't try to defend me.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to defend.
I'm just trying to be reasonable. There's two sides to this, and if the place is a pigsty, it's a pigsty.
Yeah, no, and again, it wasn't the best situation. You know, again, I was working. I was coming home after work, helping out as much as I could. We had a 13-year-old who, after school, she was helping, and again, we had another person in the house who was supposed to be helping, but wasn't pulling their weight. Because of that, you know, again, obviously, Liz likes to always be the victim in a lot of situations. What will happen is she'll make up a situation such as, you know, again, she didn't call the police, yet she just admitted she called the police. You know, she went next door. I didn't give them the local number. You know, it wasn't an emergency, and yet they responded in an emergent fashion. She always comes up with these stories and somehow is the victim of these situations that she creates herself.
Gotcha. I'll get that in a minute. Now answer my question.
Yes, sir.
Why are you raising 4 children in a house that is in such disarray? You weren't feeling good? Got it. There are a lot of other people in the house, and you weren't an invalid.
I aired those same grievances. I shouldn't be the only one responsible for picking up after everybody, so that is something that I aired my grievances with, including with Liz.
And Dr. Phillips.
And I have had my discussions with Nathan about it, too. So, I mean...
and you weren't helpless, right?
No, I still got up and cooked dinners and took care of the kids. And
you know, here's the problem I've got. And listen, this is just common sense. And look, I see a lot of stuff sitting up here.
Sure.
And you guys are calling in the government to your family. You don't want to be doing that.
No.
Yeah, and that's exactly why we'd had enough with Liz.
The Ram 1500 Express crew cab is big on space, has a powerful V8 Hemi and up to 4.5 ton towing. That's why our range of pickup trucks each use for breakfast.
Is this a way of avoiding life for you in other ways? You're 48, you're a virgin, right?
Yes.
You've never been on a date. You don't have a job. You just put on a paper dog suit and walk around town, which doesn't seem to me to be a highly productive course in life.
Well, I feel it makes me more of social because it's something that I engage in with people, wearing the costume outwardly, going around the city, and I kind of can get friends that way too, you know, people who interact with me as a dog. And owners, mostly dog owners, really like the situation, you know, of me being a dog on the, you know, outside and stuff.
How many of them have asked you to come home for dinner?
People do say, they have a thing, can I take you home? They actually say that to me many times. For fun. I think they're just having
don't
fun.
go.
I know.
Don't go. If somebody's wanting to take you home, don't go.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm safe. I know the
Yeah.
safety rules, yes, so I'm good.
Yeah. What do you do for money?
Well, my mom established a trust fund for me. I own my own home. I kind of have just, you know, it doesn't cost too much for me to live.
Yeah.
And I kind of live simply. I feel like the dog philosophy is just a simple life a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's, and dog food doesn't cost that much. So I'm not doing too bad.
Now, you don't really think that you're part dog.
In some way, I have to believe that I am.
Okay, so
Because
you-
the circumstances over the years that have shown me that there must be something there because it's that strong of a thing for me.
So you think you could be a dog trapped in a human body?
Yeah, in some way. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it happened, but I do really believe that it's a possibility that maybe I was intended to be a dog somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. Is it possible that you like went to a movie with your dad early on about a dog and you have warm feelings and memories of that, and then you saw other dog things and they're all kind of always happy endings with a soundtrack behind them, and so you just kind of get caught up in that fantasy?
People have said, you know, that it might be a fantasy that I have in the past.
Well, it's fantasy.
But-
And listen, again,
I know.
Listen, it's people do this for a hobby. That's okay. But you're missing an awful lot of life, which is, if you make a conscious choice to do that, then so be it.
Yeah, well, I feel it's a good compromise for me. I mean, it's kind of a compromise to be both a dog and a human in a way. But
Yeah, it beats working, right?
Well, I like to, I mean, I'm trying to put it together. See, that's the thing, is I'm trying to integrate my life and get a lot of human things on the dog side and a lot of dog things on the human side.